I am slightly disappointed that I kind of have to make this video. Yeah, as you can see, I didn't do my normal intro. I'm kind of serious about this. I would think that the LL community would be a little more, I would say, I'm going to say mature in this situation. But as you guys know, Atlantean was delayed again. And I've been seeing a lot of hate towards the devs. And I have this, like, I'm going to become one of those YouTuber apology videos. I have, like, a little script I wrote out kind of explaining everything that I kind of really want to talk about. I'm probably not going to cover everything because it's kind of late right now, but I really wanted to say this while I am still in the feeling of doing it. But anyway, it kind of all started when I released my newest video, you know, the one where I kind of talked about the delays. And then it spawned a comment, and this comment was from a user named Arrow. Let me see if I can pull it up right here. Now, I want to please let me explain what is happening here before you guys get upset at me. I'm sorry, but I am genuinely so tired of these developers. I buy $100 of Robux for the new update, only to have to sit there for potentially another 2 darn months for the update to release. Loomian Legacy developers are quite literally the slowest developers of Roblox, which is why their game is dead/dying. There is zero excuse for this. Even with the audio update Roblox did, which is stupid, yes, but it shouldn't take you a year/over a year to release one battle theater. Fortnite has updates like every week. Top Roblox games, have game updates multiple times a month. Bad Business updates once every 2 weeks. Which major content each time. Phantom Forces updates frequently. Major content. Minecraft major every few months. Like all that stuff, right? How on earth these developers are so freaking slow is beyond me. Their slowness has literally caused big YouTubers and LA YouTubers to just never touch the game now because of how little content there is. And for anyone who says, oh well, they might have high quality updates each time, no, they don't. Not in comparison to the amount of time it takes and other developers. Now, I really want to explain a few things, and I am going to show this dude's name because it's a public comment, and like, you can't get mad at me if I call this out. You can't get mad at me. I did a video call out on a hate comment a long time ago, but this is not the same thing. I'm using this as kind of an example. I'm not sending hate towards this person. Please don't be a jerk. Don't harass this person. But something that we probably should take away from this, then I'm going to get into my little script I've created. Actually, no, this is kind of it. And I want to kind of defend the dev team here. I like how Theo's just sleeping through all this drama. I want to defend the dev team and kind of give my opinion on their way of handling Loomian Legacy in general, you know? And I think the first thing we can do is we can all agree that Loomian Legacy updates, they are pretty slow. Sometimes it might not meet expectations. And something that I thought of, maybe we're putting our expectations a little high. We kind of need to realize that this might be a smaller dev team than you would think. You know, when you think of top Roblox games, I think of Phantom Forces, I think of Adopt Me, I think of Pet Simulator, Anime Fighting Simulator. I don't play any of those games personally, but those people have a lot of people working on the game at the same time because it's a really, really big one. You know, it's a really big game. And when you think about this game, it's one of the smaller dev teams. I think it has like a little less than 20 people. I don't actually know the dev team. I'm not sure if 20 people is a lot. I don't know that because I'm not just a player. I play the game. I'm not sure how many people should be on a dev team, but I think a little less than 20 isn't exactly optimal to run one of these kinds of games, because you need to have people that can take notes, that can realize what things need to be updated and all that. And because of people comparing Loomian Legacy to the bigger games that get updates a lot, like Fortnite gets updates, Minecraft gets updates, Pokemon gets updates, those are enormous franchises, for one. I'm not trying to call this person. Those are really, really big franchises that have hundreds of people working all the time to make sure the game is in perfect shape. We don't really have the luxury of that. We're a small little Roblox passion project, right? And to be fair, they did give us the Cosmere event, which I think a lot of people did enjoy, but it might have been one of their if you think about it, people might see it as like they're just trying to throw something out there just so they can make sure the game isn't dying. They put the Cosmere event there so then we as a community could get hyped up for Atlantean. But I'll get into another, I think I should have put this at the beginning, but I think we need to also all agree, or I need to explain something to you guys. If you guys don't know why Pokemon Brick Bronze got taken down, but I really should probably explain it to people that don't know. If you do know, you can skip a little bit ahead. I don't know if I'll leave a timestamp. If I remember, I might, but I would recommend just sticking around. I might mention some other things, but if you guys don't know, during the development of Pokemon Brick Bronze, I don't know the full story, but from what I do know, they were hiring some new people on the dev team, and I think they hired, I'm not sure who they hired, but the hired in question ended up leaking all of the game files to Loomian Legacy, to Pokemon Brick Bronze, right? All of it. It was all leaked, and then people were free to copy their game and play it, right? But notice how every Pokemon Brick Bronze copy, unless some of the ones that actually try to recreate the old stuff, they only go to Frostvale City, no further. That's when the files were leaked, right? And that caused Lando and Brad to lose faith in trusting some people, right? Because that dude they trusted, and he betrayed them, you know? I'm not to make it sound like a freaking anime, but that's what happened, you know? The dude betrayed him, so they were just like, okay, let's kick him out. Everyone, it's just us now. You know, they're very, very cautious about new people, and they're very paranoid about it. And I think about in Pokemon Brick Bronze, the updates came out pretty frequently, I'd say, except for, like, I think it was Anthean City. It took them about 4 months to do that. I don't know how long it took. It's been, like, what, 6 years? I don't know. I'm just kidding about the 6 years. But it's been a very long time since I've played that game, because I don't play the copies. I did once a while back, but that was before, like, they announced that it's kind of disrespectful, so then I stopped. But I think everyone at some point has played a Brick Bronze copy. Admit it, you have. But all the content was there for them. All the gimmicks, every move that they needed to be designed was there. The formula was there. They probably made their own formula, but everything was there. They just needed to take it, plop it into a Roblox engine, and build a map. Boom. Popular Roblox game. Loomian Legacy, on the other hand, they have to plan out the whole maps, plan out a story. Well, the story, I feel like, is a little slow. And there's also a weird story in Brick Bronze, which I don't remember too much about. But they have to make the builds, make their own gimmicks, own formula, which is done, remake the battle engine, which they're planning to do, make up their own names, moves, level ups, evolution, like all that crap. You know, they have to do everything themselves instead of just taking something for Pokemon and then putting it in so then they can just implement it in their own game. You know, that takes a lot of time. You know, it takes a lot of time to do that. And for Pokemon, you might be like, oh, but Pokemon took a very short amount of time. Yes, you can definitely say that. But yet again, they have hundreds of people working on the game. We only have about less than 20 from my knowledge. And we don't really have the luxury of that. So, honestly, I don't know really what to say besides that. There's other things I have to say. But I'm going to move on from this subject, but I think I've explained everything. But on to another subject is kind of the release dates that they kind of give us. There can't usually be an exact release date. I think we need to realize that we kind of started all this drama in the first place. No, duh, we started it. The more demand we have to the devs, if we demand, hey, when's the next in? They're going to give us an answer. Eventually, they're going to cave and give us an answer because they don't want to have that pressure. And when they give us an answer, we feel all hyped and ready, and they feel more calm and can work on it more. If something comes up that we can't know about or wouldn't really understand unless you're a game developer, then you can understand. But if you're complaining you're a game developer about a Loomian Legacy, get out. Just kidding though. But I was saying hold on, I need to remember what I was talking about. If a delay does come up and they explain it, that there are unexpected delays, and if they can't really explain it, because you know when Brad got COVID and they couldn't do, I don't know what update it was, but gosh, that was such a horrible time. I didn't care about the update. I was only worried about Brad, and people were actually mad that he got COVID. He was like, dude, why'd you get COVID? Can't you just make update? No, dude. Did I just do something? I clicked something, but like, no, you can't say that, dude. You can't say that. And the more pressure we put on the devs to give us information, the more we're going to be disappointed when their promises don't come true, because you can't promise something that's not out yet. It's not possible. I can't say, hey, I'm going to have a new video out tomorrow if I can't guarantee it's going to happen. It could slip my mind. I could not have the energy to want to do it. I could have to go to work. I could do something that I didn't expect to happen or didn't want to do. You know? And we could also realize, since Brad is the only scripter they have and they don't trust him getting new ones, and he also scripts differently than most Roblox developers, he's also a father to 3 children, and he cannot be expected to spend all his days on Loomian Legacy. He can't. He's a father who needs to take care of his children right now. What if they're like dealing with horrible stuff? We don't know. Whenever they say unexpected things, they probably mean stuff that's happening in real life. Did you know, guys, that I know most of the Legacy players won't realize this, but people can have lives and can have their own issues. I know it's kind of difficult to realize, but you can have your own issues in real life. And there's this sky's blue to you Loomian Legacy players. I'm just kidding, by the way. I know you guys know the sky's blue, but yeah. Drama for the devs is kind of annoying, because what if you're making a game that you really want people to love and you're working very, very hard on it, and then people just get upset? Like, I'm so scared for when Atlanta gets released. People are going to trash on the update saying this is what we waited a year and a half for this crap, and then they're not going to update Loomian Legacy anymore. And that would just be so upsetting. Like, I'm trying to send so much positive energy to the dev team. I am very lenient on what they do, and I'm just grateful we have Loomian Legacy. Imagine if we didn't. Where would you guys be right now if we didn't have Loomian Legacy? Where would the Valley people be? Probably just playing Pokemon, not being seen. I feel like most people want to be here to be seen. You know, I wanted to be seen, and I made videos, and surprisingly, I became one of the people that is known in the community. I can't really deny that. We all want to be seen. But if Loomian Legacy didn't exist, where would you be now? You'd be in a little friend group all playing Pokemon, and you'd just be like, you shouldn't run this, you should do like that, like how you're talking Loomian Legacy. Would they care? No. But if you're like one of those higher up PvP players, people are going to know your opinion because you're known and you've been here for a long time. You know, I know a few Pokemon YouTubers like Wolfglick. People, I think they listen to him unless they hate him. I don't know much about the Pokemon community, but they'll listen to him because he's known and he knows what he's talking about. If you're known, you know what you're talking about, people are going to listen to you. And you might have some problems, but in the end, we all want to be seen, and I think that's what people want, is attention. They only want attention because we're all bored. I literally said this like about a year and like about half a year ago. We're just bored and we want something to do. So just be patient. And that leads me to another thing. What if they never gave us any release dates, right? Would we ever be disappointed in delays? Of course we would. We would always be disappointed in the delays, and sometimes the devs, because we have nothing better to do besides hate the people that make the game that we all love. I don't hate the devs. Some of you guys might say you hate the devs. I'm never disappointed in them. Whatever they do, I'm so happy. Whenever he tweets, I get so happy. Even if it's negative, I'm just happy that he's able to communicate with the audience. I witnessed, if you guys don't know, I've played, this is kind of like off topic, but I played Fortnite for about 4 years. I've been there since chapter 1, season 2, and I've been there for so long. Their lack of they communicated so much with their player base. That's why they were so successful. And one of the reasons, plus it was a really fun game. They were really successful because they communicated with their audience and kind of explained what's kind of going on. And they stopped doing that. And they stopped communicating with the player base and kind of all went to crap. Because they lost control and they didn't want to deal with it. Because they were lazy. If the devs didn't want to deal with this, they wouldn't tweet anything. Think about it. Once they tweet, Loomian Legacy Twitter blows up with hate comments. Think they want to see that? No. They want to see this because they care. They care about what the player base wants. And it just burns me to the core and just makes me genuinely sad to see the devs get this much hate just because they are giving you updates on a game that you want to know updates about. If they didn't give us or tell us about the delay, think about the day of, like in the middle of it. You're like, think about if it's the middle of March, like right now, they're like, we're near the end of March, like where's Atlantean? They're like, oh, we had to delay it, sorry. Imagine if they told you that, like at the very end when you're expecting it to come out. Well, you'd freak out, right? Yeah, of course you would, because you have nothing better to do than get upset at the devs. I guarantee that so many, I know, well then, once Atlantean's been out for like a week, so many people are going to be complaining. We waited a year for this, you know? Some unlucky guy's going to get one bug where it disconnects him by accident, and then he's going to complain that I waited a year just to be disconnected. Thank you so much, dev team. I guarantee that's what you're going to see, because that's how negative people are. Instead of being negative, can't we just be positive about what we have? If we didn't have Loomian Legacy, where would we be now? You wouldn't be complaining. You'd be a nobody on Twitter complaining about how Zacian is overpowered and shouldn't be in the game, along with everybody else. Stop complaining, okay? And I also talked about another game called Pirate 101 in my other community post. This is another one that's a little off topic, but I uploaded a few videos on it, and I just stopped after because recording it didn't really feel something like I wanted to do. I enjoyed it before I started to record stuff, and Pirate 101 hadn't gotten a big content, like a new world, since 2016. I'm very used to waiting on things for long amounts of time. If it is something, if there's stuff I can still do in the game, I'll wait for new stuff. But imagine if this is LL. If Pirate 101, let's put LL in Pirate 101's feet. Dev team does one monthly newsletter, gives us no information on it. You can go search it up. Search up Pirate 101. Don't do pirate101.com. It's a bad idea. I just search up Pirate 101 and find free pirate online game. Look at the newsletters. That you'll see like no info. You get nothing. They sometimes say, "Hey, we'll update it this year. We'll update it." They never do. Never have. Hopefully they will though. But imagine if that was LL. People would leave. They would leave. But people play these games because you enjoy them. You love them. But just having to see all the hate that devs get just for telling people what they want to hear is just stupid. You want to hear if it's getting delayed. You want to know if it's coming out early. But if it's positive, then you're going to be happy. If it's negative, you're going to be sad, of course. But all you guys think of the devs are going to say horrible, like, very negative things. Just to quote what? This is a little bit of a spoiler to Spider-Man No Way Home right here, so you can mute for like 10 seconds. To quote MJ, expect to be disappointed and you'll never be disappointed. Something like that. But I don't think that should be the mindset. I guess I'm just one of those people that I'm just used to it. I'll wait as long as it takes, you know? As long as it takes. But anyway, there's also something I'm going to move just so I don't get disconnected. There's one more thing. I think I already actually covered this entire thing. Yeah, I already covered this entire thing at the very beginning. Yeah, if you did not know, Brad is the only scripter. And there are many reasons why, and I already gave you guys an explanation, but I feel like we should give the dev team a little bit of slack. We don't know what their personal lives are like. People ask me sometimes, when is there going to be a new update, dude? Like, when is this coming out? Is there a new PvP move coming out? I don't know. Because Jamie doesn't tell me these things. Yes, I've done collabs with Armenti. I've done collabs with Jamie. I've done a collab with Dieter. I've done all that stuff. But that doesn't mean I know anything. Content creators are as much in the dark as you guys are. You guys might think we get secret information, but no. We don't. We don't get secret information. Because that's not what a dev team would do. That would just show favoritism. The devs are not going to give the content creators of this game leaks to stuff. And if they do, we would show it, you know? I wouldn't keep it into myself. I'd first ask, hey, can I show this to my audience? And if they don't want to, then I'm not going to look at that image. You know? I'd still look at it, but just give the dev team some slack, dude. We don't know what their life is like. We don't know what it's like to take care of 3 freaking kids, for one. I can barely handle giving a small little math tutoring class to some of my family friends. If you're watching this, I'm just kidding. Don't worry, you guys are amazing. But you can play other games. You can just play a different game while you wait. Seriously, LL is not your life. It's not. So stop acting like it is. And another last thing that kind of brings me back to this right here was, let me pull it up, was right, where is it? Right here. I buy $100 of Robux for the new update, only to have to sit there and wait. Yeah, so he basically says he'd spend $100 just to wait a bit, you know? How about instead of not calling you out, but I'm just telling everyone this, how about instead of buying it, expecting their estimated release date, you wait until the official release date? That's what I'm doing. I haven't bought any boosts, nothing, until the official release date has been announced. Then I'm gonna get all my crap ready, and if it's postponed by a day, okay, I can wait, because I can just wait. I feel like some people don't have the level of patience that a lot of people do. But the more we pressure the devs, the more they're not gonna want to do this. Think about it. Just think about it in this perspective. If we pressure the devs so much and freak out at them for every little thing that they do, they're going to stop. They're just going to say the project is canceled. They're not going to finish Loomian Legacy. So how about instead of being a negative, annoying little child that's only sitting on the game all day, talking with your little friends on Discord when you're 12 years old, instead, you don't be mean to the devs. Seriously. But yeah, stop assuming release dates in games and wait till it's officially announced and give the dev team some slack. Seriously, it's not hard. It's hard to wait for some people, but if you just be patient for another year, you're not another year, I was joking. You'll be fine. You can do this. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you are now realizing that there's more to life than Roblox Pokemon, except Theo. He's my entire life. Anyway, hopefully I was able to get some of my points across. I'm not trying to call anyone out, and if you have something that you would kind of like to explain that I might have not covered, let me know. You can criticize this as much as you want, but I'm going to stick by everything that I said there. I'm not saying your opinion needs to change just because you watched the video. I'm merely giving you my opinion on what I think should be happening. You don't have to listen to me. You don't. You can have your own opinion. It's fine. But anyway, that'll be all. Goodbye. Thank you for listening.